Okay, so the first one is, again, think out loud. And the first one is that you please sign in.
Okay.
And just think out loud. And
Okay.
do you?
Sleepzy, that's the app, I guess. I would
Yeah.
click on the moon. Short description. It's probably just an entry, maybe code or something. And I have to sign in. I'll come back. I'm gonna enter my details. It's pretty clear. And login pops out. Yep. Didn't forget my password. Signed in.
Okay, so that was the first task. It's pretty straightforward. And now the second task is that you again start from the beginning, and now instead of signing in, you create a new account. So
Alright.
you create an account.
Sleepzy. I'm gonna press again. Same as before. I have two options, so I'm gonna use the create account this time. And then I have the option to either log on via email, Google, or Apple. And I would usually probably go with Google or email, so I'm just gonna click that. And then sign in my details. Already tired, so I guess it's an icon or something. And then continue to send. Okay. Sign up. Okay, that's a bit confusing. I thought I had already signed in the email, the password, but anyway. Okay. That's the loading screen.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe you should sort of like account was created or something, because
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you're signed in probably, but also the confirmation that you created an account.
Yeah, true.
You know?
I mean, I wasn't sure if we should actually add it. I mean, it makes sense that now signed in doesn't make sense, create an account, but in the end, if you're like in the app, normally there's like a whole screen of the app, but
Yeah.
I don't know how we should do it. But yeah, I can do it. And then like the last task is that you should create an account, but you go through the sign in option in the beginning.
Okay. So same thing, I would go sign in. And then, okay, there's the option to sign up. And then the same as before, I'm gonna go with email. Okay, now I see it. So the first name, second name, username. Ah, yeah, okay. And then there's the next step. Type in this one, and then sign up, and then the loading screen.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so now you made all the 3 tasks, and now I have some questions for you prepared. So like the first one is, how was the overall onboarding process?
I would say the flow generally was really understandable. It was clear, like the buttons I had to push, they were good visible, and also all the fields I had to fill out clear. So I can't complain against that.
Okay, yeah. And the next question is, were there any problems that occurred?
Generally?
Yeah, or anything that like was a bit annoying or...
No, I wouldn't say so. I mean, there were like 2 buttons. I followed either the sign up or the sign in, and then I had 3 options which I could choose from. That was pretty clear as well. And then I had to fill in the data, go on the next step, and then the only thing was with the create account in the end. I created an account, but it actually said sign in. Yeah. But
so that was unclear.
Yeah,
okay,
that was.
Yeah.
I think it can be confusing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then my next question is, were all the elements that you saw on the page, I can already like again open it and maybe you can scroll through, were they all clear, or were there any elements that you thought, what does this mean?
So at the very start, I was first thinking it's just an icon. So, but I had to click on the icon, right? I had to click.
Yeah.
Especially
normally
on the
it's
moon.
like normally just for context, normally it's like a loading screen that changes, but on Balsamic you have to click.
Okay.
But yeah, it can be confusing if you just see an icon.
Yeah. welcome back. For sign in, that makes sense. Sign up, sign up. Elements are clear. It's clear for me that I have to fill in here something because it's like grayed, and then the button is standing out, popping out. So that is also clear that I have to push that button. Yeah, also, that signalizes me that there's going to be a picture or an icon or something. And then, yeah, you have 3 different stages of the loading screen, also clear. So apparently it's changing the text every time, which is nice. And yeah, no, that's everything clear.
Okay, and then so for example, in the beginning it was also clear that you can find here at the when you go through or unintentionally go through the sign-in option but don't have an account, it was clear that you find it here that you can sign up.
Yeah, out of experience, I would say a lot of times either if you sign up, it says sign in the bottom, or don't have an account, sign up at the bottom. So it's just it's kind of intuitively yes. So I would say that's clear for me.
Okay, yeah. And then the next question I kind of have, because I asked the others too. So sometimes if you have like the starting screen, the welcome screen, and you can sign in or create an account, they have the option of continuing with Google or continue with Apple.
Yeah.
And then by default, if you don't have an account, you can directly create an account with those dates, or if you already signed in, you immediately sign in like easier.
Yeah.
And would you prefer to have it like here that you have sign in, create an account, and continue with Google and continue with Apple, and then like completely remove this step, or was it okay for you?
No, I prefer it this way. I know that some apps they do it the other way because it's I don't know, it's easier and faster to access. But for me, I prefer if I know, okay, I have to create an account, I don't have an account yet, because sometimes it's a bit confusing. Continue with Google, for example. I never know, do I have an account already on this page if I already have like 1,000 accounts on other blah, blah, blah. So that's for me personally, I prefer that I know, okay, either I sign in or I create an account.
Okay. And then one of my last questions is here. I think you also had like a little hesitation. Like if you go here to the sign up, I wanted to chunk the information. You have here first name, second name, username, and then you continue and send him to bed, and then you have like another page where you have to enter the email. Was it a bit confusing for you that you not already signed up, or was it a bit surprising that there was like another page?
So the reason why I hesitated is because I thought I typed in already the password, but that was only because I clicked once and then it filled out all the information and I continued. That's why I hesitated there, because I thought I put it in all the emails because the page just looks the same. But that was my fault, so there's nothing to worry about. But I would say email. I think email is most of the time one of the first things, probably even before the name.
Okay.
Or is something you type in, just as a like kind of order. That's what I know out of experience. But I think that's different each app as well.
Okay.
But yeah, that might be something you would want to look into.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Okay, and then
or maybe pair the email with the name. So like, names and email in one page and then password on the other one.
Okay, yeah.
Something like this.
Makes sense. And then the last question is like more of an open question. If you have anything to add or anything free to say.
Okay, so that is pretty clear. I can see the password here. I see that it's the same. What I kind of would maybe add a button which says, okay, what does the password has to contain?
Yeah, makes sense, yeah.
So I can see, okay, it has to have 8 figures, characters out of blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, maybe it says, here it says, okay, it's checked, but if it would be false and I wouldn't know why it's false, then you have an information button and see, okay, you need these information to contain in the password. I would add that.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Apart from that, no.
Okay,
Good
so
one, man.
Thank you very much.
No worries.
That's it.
That's it.
Cheers.